Hello, and welcome to this month's monthly card making YouTube hop. My name's Andrea, and I'm going to take you through the making of this card. All right, so as you can see, I am pretty much getting all of my uh, tools together. Here you see that I am cutting out the background, which I made from a die and some pattern paper. I am about to cut out the words, which are trick or treat. I used some black, very thick cardstock. It's Simon Hurley, no, I think it's Tim Holtz's very thick media paper. I felt that would be a good cardstock because it's thick and I wouldn't have to cut out multiples. I also cut out the shadow with some pattern paper from the same set that I'm using. Now I have my MISTI and I'm putting my paper in. I'm about to stamp the lady who is the star of the show. I got this brand new Spectrum Noir alcohol proof ink that I'm using. It's in brown. Um, there it is. I'm showing you which one it is. All right. I'm applying a little bit of pressure because it didn't do a great stamp. So now this one looks much better than the first one. I'm also cleaning up my stamps. I clean it. And the markers that I'm using are Spectrum Noir. I just got a brand new set and I am playing with the blending and trying to fill them out. I do like the way that they blend. I think they have a really nice blend. And I don't necessarily like the feel though. Like it's pretty bulky in my hand, but I'm gonna get used to it. I know it. I just know it. All right, here I am showing you me coloring. I sped this up quite a bit um, so that you're not looking the whole time, but you can actually see what I'm coloring. I'm laying down my color. I like to lay down like base, lay down the dark colors, and then blend in the soft colors. Actually, I say that, but I actually color various different ways. And a lot of times it's not the same. It just depends on how I feel and how I'm feeling with the marker and things like that. But in any event, here I am coloring. Also, I'm going to take a moment to say, please follow all of the other wonderful artists in the hub. You'll see them listed in the, uh, what is it? In the info in my description area. Um, they're so wonderful and super talented. So please give them all a follow. Anyway, so back to coloring. You guys have no idea what it took. My audio was so crazy. This is about I don't know, like the 12th time that I'm recording audio because it wouldn't record. What's up with that? All right, back to what I'm doing. So I am, I just colored her outfit. I went with purples, and you'll see later on, kind of like a tan for the hat. And then I went with a blue gray for um for like the what is that, the belt around the hat, and for her outfit and her socks, and the bottoms of her shoes. And then I went with, like I said, that purple and tan on the hats and her cape and her boots, the top of her boots. And then with the broom, I went with a various shades of brown in the blends they have. And here with her cheeks, I went with kind of a rosy color. I don't remember the exact color, but that's what I colored her cheeks with. And then with her hair, I went with, I think there was like two or three different browns. Uh, Actually, no, I think it was like six different browns composed her hair. Um, because at first I thought it was too light, and then I wanted darker. So I made it darker. And then on the broom and the buckle, I actually used a metallic silver pen to color that in to kind of get the shiny. Now I'm going in with the metallic pen to, like I mentioned earlier, hit the buckle and the here I am about to stamp. I like to do a final stamp, so I like to keep my stamp in my MISTI. And in the end, I like to always stamp over it with my favorite, most crisp ink to me, which is Versafine. So here I'm doing the finishing touches to finish her off. And see how much more crisp that is. Look at that. Would you look at that? I love it. You love it. We love it together. All right. So I'm going to stamp it one more time just to make sure it's as crisp as it can be. And as you can see, it is. It doesn't get any darker, but sometimes it does, you know? All right. So now I'm going in with a white pen to build up some of that white around her eyes that I um, markered over by accident, but I did it. And there you have it. So now I am taking it off of the mat and I'm about to fussy cut. Now, those who know I'm a lefty, I am a lefty. So my scissor journal is crazy. Journey is crazy. But these are Spellbinder scissors and they do pretty good. The large scissors are the ones I do the best with. Oh my gosh, I just feel like they contour to everybody's hand. And the blades really for us lefties. I love those scissors. These little scissors, they're pretty good too. They're not big scissors. So you kind of get like, whoa, when you cut with the big scissors. Some they give me a whoa, but it's kind of an alternative. And I also like the fact that these scissors are sticker proof. So that's titanium. So the stickers don't stick to them long at all. So that part is pretty cool. It's super cool. All right, so here we go. I am fussing her out. I did speed this up so that it doesn't take forever for you watching me. Just cut, 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 cut. Okay, there we go. Cutting around the contours, and you know what's interesting? Cutting took me a while to get the fussy cutting. I hated cutting. Now I'm pretty used to it, and I like cutting. Now, if I had a die, I'm gonna use the dye more than likely. Although there have been a few times where I had the dye and I chose the fussy cut it because it was just less of a hassle. Pulling, I'm in a very small space, so I gotta pull the dye machine on some desk, and then I gotta set up plates and all that fun stuff. Now I have this companion um, dye cutter, and I love that there are no plates, but so limitations when it comes to using other embossing folders and stuff like that. All right, so now that um are all cut out, I like to pretend I'm super organized and tell you. No, I'm just kidding. But I like to go over it with a black pen. Now that's not an alcohol pen. I I don't like going over with an alcohol pen because alcohol pen spreads a lot. So I kind of like to go over it with like a black either watercolor pen or something like that, so that I can avoid the bleed as much as possible, which is this one. No bleed. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Let's see. And I'm just finishing touches. As you can see, look at that. I can check it just to make sure there's no white. And now, guys, we are ready just about for the assembly. But one last thing before I assemble it, cut out all the white spaces, and I love working with my X-Acto knife. So that's what I'm doing, is cutting out that little space in between there to make sure that everything is cohesive. And then I'm gonna go back over that space with. And guys, I wanna let you know that I want to apologize for the audio. I have been having so many issues with audio that I almost just like scrapped it. I don't know what's going on with it. I am going to try to fix this. so that for next time. But it's just having the time, and I didn't want to just scrap the whole video. So I finally got it working. This has actually been recorded about, I don't even know which take it is, but in any event, if you are hearing crazy audio, again, I apologize. I know how important audio is. I teach audio, video, visual, and graphic design, so this is horrible. But in any event, um, I will work offline to resolve that. So right now, I am doing assembly the um, of the card. I have the lady, I have the house, and I have the words trick or treat. And I'm trying to find a way that I like. Um, I like this layout, so now it is time to start gluing and adhering everything to its place. So as you can see, I have the text and I use mint tape so that I can keep everything together. But as you will see, there was no point in doing that because I ended up having to rearrange everything anyway because I could not see exactly where to place it. And I tried to guess, and I did, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted. So I still had to manipulate it and move it into place. But it was a good idea. Next time I'll think that part through just a little bit more. But it's all in fun, and there you have it. So that's what happens. All right. So I'm putting glue on the sugar tree, and you're about to see the part I'm talking about, where I try to adhere it to the background um, without issue. But there is an issue, sad. Here you have it. You're also going to see later on where right now I'm manipulating it and putting it into place. But you're also going to see where I take a metallic pen and I just draw a thin stroke trick or treat on top of it just to make the visibility better because the black on that dark background um, provides a conflict and it does not have enough contrast to stand on its own. So I'm going to grab that metallic pen and start creating. But right now, what I'm doing is I am using my rubber eraser, glue eraser to get rid of the glue oogies that were around. Yeah, so there you see I am using a great silver metallic pen to just write in trick or treat. All right, so now you will see I'm going to start gluing and assembling um, this die cut that I cut from a press plate. I am putting glue all on the insides and the outsides of that plate. And now I'm adhering it to one of the corners. And this is just so that I can trim off the edges where I need to. And you can see my trimmer came out and I trimmed off the top and the bottom, top and one side edge from the area, and that was just the areas with the white showing. Now I'm putting down the house and I'm propping up the girl. I used foam tape and propped her up so that she sits. Oh, I'm also putting in the windows. This was the decision I made at the last minute because I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I decided it was going to look better with windows. And so I did. All right, now I'm propping up the young lady. You see those foam strips over there on the other side. And I also propped up the trick or treat as well. And now I'm positioning her. I wanted her kind of the card a little bit. And I know it's off camera right now as I look at this. I think I thought it was further up than it was, but it's okay. It's okay. Next time. Next time. So it's all about learning. That's what I feel. This is a learning event. And anyway, so I'm about to assemble the card, but I do want to thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, share. It does help the YouTube algorithm when you do that, and it tells YouTube that you are interested in my content, and I hope you are. All right, and now you see the card. That is pretty much the card front assembled. I am now putting it on a base using the glue that I use, which is a Connect glue by Gina because it's pretty strong, and I really like the results of that glue. And there you have it, guys. There's my card. What do you think? Talk to me. Till next video. Ta-ta.